Can I ask you something? Did you give him permission to go through your purse?
Huh?
Did you give him permission to go through your purse?
Yeah. He asked me because they wanted to make sure we didn't have nothing in there. I don't know what made them feel like that, but...
No, I mean, he has no reason to go in your purse. He has no reason to ask you for an ID. I'm just wondering why he was searching your car and searching your purse. Yeah. Did he ask you about searching the car too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They asked my husband to get out.
Yeah.
And I was like, what happened? And we told him the reason why we came out this way, but I don't know, whatever they thinking, and he asked me how old he was, and he was like, he's a big, big dude. But
yeah.
I don't know who they think he is.
Do you know why they pulled him over in the first place? What did they say?
Because they had ran the back of the car, and they said there was no insurance, but our insurance had just went out.
Oh, so
because we was looking for no insurance, and I told him that we don't drive this car, but his boss told him to come get the money tonight because we moving tomorrow. So and the only thing we was doing is like tomorrow we were gonna be paying the insurance because we had found one a little more cheaper than what we had. Mm-hmm. So it had just went out. I think maybe yesterday or just 2 days ago.
So the reason he pulled you over is because they ran your tags
and said no
insurance.
Mm-hmm. I think that's a lie.
I think.
I'm glad you out here recording.
Yeah, we do this quite a bit because I got to tell you, a lot of these things are very, very suspect, especially for the minorities in the community.
Yeah, us being two black people, because I was like, wow, because he was down there at the light, and we was doing the speed limit. That's ain't no, he turned and bust the whole U-turn to come.
Okay, he didn't run your license from across the street.
He did.
Turn around and then pull you over because he ran. It takes them because they have to actually call it in.
Because it's like this. We was coming this way, and he was at Trinity Mills for to keep straight.
Okay.
And we had already passed the light, and he turned all the way around and came. My husband, oh my God, baby, he turned that one. Yeah.
Oh, see, that sounds very, very dicey because. I mean, if y'all weren't speeding or anything like that, for him to turn around,
he didn't say nothing about no speeding,
chasing you down and checking your insurance. So that's boy, I think you might have a case. Well, because there's no way that he knew you didn't have insurance before he saw two black people in a car and chased you down.
Night. Yep, and then I had a cup in my hand, and then he asked me what my cup, and I said I eat ice, and it was a bunch of ice. He talking about, oh, that's what's in the cup. I said, yeah. He said, so you ain't got no weapons or no nothing in here. I was like, no, what for?
Yeah. I wish I could have reached out to you because I would have told you to tell him to go pound sand about checking your purse. He had no reason to get in your purse or your car.
And I'm wondering what, because he talking about because they no insurance, and he said that they fit impound it because, and just because we didn't have, because, coming out, I didn't grab none of that. I just had my ID because my purse was just in the car.
Right.
So.
Well, they don't like to let people take cars because when they get to tow them, they get to what they call, because they have no legal right or reason to search your car, but when they tow it, they can do what they call an inventory, which is going through your car, which is just a cheap way of saying we're going to search your car. Yeah. Because I'm telling you, if they were doing inventory and they found something, it's not like they'd say, well, that doesn't count. This is my city. I've lived here for 30 years, and I do not like what it's become.
Yeah, I don't, because like when the first man was talking to me, I was like, because I raised up, I said, what's going on? He said, hold on, I'm going to talk. I said, is he going to go to jail? They was like, yeah. And I'm like, I didn't understand. He's talking about, well, don't get out of here. So I'm like, I just didn't feel right about it. I'm like, because how can that mean? I told my husband, I was like, how could we run the back our tags and he was facing a lot of Trinity Mills and we had already passed him by.
Well, you see, they have vehicles that have scanners on them. They can run plates instantaneously. This one doesn't have that on it, which means there's no way that he could have run your tags before you went across. So he had to make the U-turn, check it, and get behind you and run it, and then pull you over, which means that he didn't really have a legitimate reason to bang you and come chase you down, except for driving. I'm sorry. No, I've seen so much of this. It's really disturbing to me. We got into this because of speed traps in the city, but the more that we've gotten into it, the more concerning it's gotten, and it's because of stuff like this. It doesn't make any sense.
You know what? It's so funny because my pastor, we have a white pastor, W.B. Grant, and for some reason he told me Sunday, like a week ago, and I had walked through the prayer line, but I don't understand what he.
Yeah, that does seem pretty suspicious to me.
Where does he keep walking around with?
Well, they're getting he's already searched it, so he's looking around. They do basically an inventory and check and make sure, if your bumper was falling off, you couldn't tell them that Graham did that to you or something like that.
But it's so crazy because I told him, y'all actually just leave me out here by myself?
They've done it many times. There's some areas, right here, that's the police station right there.
That's where he's going?
That's where he's going, right?
Really?
That's the city hall, but on the other side of this building is the new police station. So that's where he's going. But I have actually filmed in areas that I wouldn't be walking, let's put it that way, that I wouldn't be walking at night, and I saw him tell a young girl, sorry, you have to walk. Yeah. And she was walking, and I was like, have you people lost your mind? You can't, you just dump them out and say, be gone with you. Do you have somebody come to pick you up?
I'm trying to call somebody. My phone about to go dead.
No.
But I asked him, could I say something to my husband, and he was like, no.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm really upset because I feel like something else gonna happen. Because you know how many police done got behind us, and it just been out for 2 days, but we barely moved it, and they was like, hey, we just gonna listen up at you. They don't even say nothing about the insurance. They ain't even running. I don't know. And it's only been 2 days. I told him, but then I told him, I said, dang, I forgot the paper. I got the insurance to our charger. It's in the shop. That's the only one that's in there. And I said, I forgot because I took that one out because we were going through another insurance company and they were going to do the comparison. I said, that's why it's not in here, but what's the problem with it though? I said, why I can't drive it?
Yeah.
So I went, I said, I just got money I don't have. I said, we just left from picking up money now so we can move tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, that's because this, if you pick it up in a day, it's about 100 and something to pick up the car from the tow place. It's over kind of near Addison. It's down that way a little bit. It's not too far. You live in Carrollton now?
I'm way on Camp Wisdom.
Oh my goodness.
He asked me, he said, where you stopping on Camp Wisdom? And I was like, you just gonna leave me? He said, well, you walk at 7-11. I'm like, really?
Well, that doesn't get you anywhere from Camp Wisdom. Good grief, even the train's not moving right now.
That's crazy.
That is, yeah. Yeah, they don't seem, and I understand you can't be concerned with all the stuff, but I don't understand the whole thing of, especially when you've gone through this kind of effort to pull somebody in and wrap them up and then just abandon the person that's riding with them.
He had told me, he said you got one ticket in Dallas. I said, I got a ticket in Dallas. He told me, but this is mine, I ain't gonna worry about it. So I'm like, and then he told me that my husband had a ticket in Dallas. So why y'all arresting him?
What did he say? Just because he had the warrant?
He told me, no, because he said something about that he had a driving with no license suspended or something, and I was like, but my husband just not too long got out of jail and said all this stuff out.
Yeah.
So I was like, what? Then I'm like, he told me, no, I'll explain to you later more. I'm like, I'm not understanding it. I'm really not. Like, you did all this for this? Yeah. At this time of night?
Well, first off, it's the last day of the month, and they're like swarm of bees around town in the last few days of the month, because it just seems. It's noticeably different the last few days of every month that they get out there and swarm.
My husband in. Is he in
He's already gone. Yeah, they put him in the other car, and he's already pulled down here. Now, what did he say? About an hour?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can. Yeah. Are you going to wait for him there? Or are you going to go over there and bail him out?
I don't know. He told me to wait for an hour to find out what the charges are. don't know.
To find out what the charges are.
Yeah. That's what he told me. Then you can see, he said you can go from there. Well, I said, what?
You take somebody to jail before you tell them what the charges are.
And I'm like, I said, can I talk? No, no, you can't say nothing because he's already in the car. I'm like, because I want to know what all they said to him.
Huh.
And then, but I seen how they had him up and why y'all patting them down for just a no insurance? I don't understand why they.
Well, that was because they already had the thing they were getting ready to arrest him for, the warrants or whatever it was.
Because whatever that was, even when he was looking for his ID, the man stood in front of the car and he flashed the light down. I'm like, I said, baby, why you acting like we got something in this car?
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry, because this is my city, and I'm not a big fan. That's why I'm out doing this, because we've seen enough that is disturbing enough that we keep doing it. That we keep doing it. And
so you came way out here?
I live out here. I live in Carrollton. We just, as a group, we just kind of roam around and look and make sure, and then when we see this, just to make sure, everything's cool and nothing bad happens to anybody. Because, we get a lot of the, people that say, I smell pot, and, they use those things mostly against kids.
And then plus all the shoes that these officers been doing,
Yeah.
I just can't believe you just go, come on, what's in your car? I'm like, this is ice.
Yeah.
I
Are you going to head up to the 7-Eleven? You going to just wait a little while until